Rhyming couplet poems. Last week you wrote a narrative poem about tarantulas. This week you're going to write a poem about the explorer. It's not going to be a narrative poem, but it is going to use rhyming couplets so that you can refine your skills from last week. Here are two examples. The explorer, living in the Amazon all alone, with a peculiar ring made of fish scales and bone. He has an injured leg, yet walks so fast, this mysterious man with a troubled past. He certainly knows how to stay alive. He teaches the skills to even the youngest, who's 5, of fishing, hunting, lighting fires and killing snakes, even how to recognise a caiman in the darkest of lakes. He seems so mean by threatening the children each day. He'll cut off their fingers if they don't stay away from his hidden space behind the curtain of vines.
Why can't we go in there?
Max often whines. And yet there is a kinder, softer side to him that befriends vultures and wears monkeys up to his chin. He helps bathe Baka, cooks food, keeps the children out of trouble, and provides shelter for the kids in the jungle rubble. He was in a plane flying above the Amazon up high when the engine stopped and he plummeted through the sky, crashed through the canopy, landing in the city below. He looked around and his eyes were aglow. Explorers have been trying to find places such as this, an ancient settlement, and explorer's bliss. Yet his determination to keep it a secret is clear from the journalists with all their photographic gear. The explorer will help the children get back to Manaus, one step closer to their family, school and house. As long as they swear to take this secret to the grave, he'll train them up, help them out and send them off with a wave. Which will leave the explorer alone once more, to drink from the coconut shells, fall asleep and snore, to fix the canopy which his plane once broke, and to protect the ancient settlement like an invisibility cloak. The explorer. The children didn't know what to make of him. This tall man in front of them with a knife pressed to their skin, whose nostrils flared as he spoke each word, welcoming the children to his home with his bird. His voice was deep and awfully posh. His trousers worn through, but they didn't need a wash. He wore a white shirt which was patched up in places, while staring right into the children's faces. His hands and arms were covered in lines, scars and cuts from hundreds of vines. The tip of his thumb was no longer there, but he managed perfectly and didn't seem to care. His right leg was injured and swung to the side, but could still get away quickly each time Max cried. His shoes had scales made of caiman skin, his laces made of vine which were skillfully thin. Caiman teeth for buttons and cufflinks of claws, his black coat made of furs from the tail to the jaws. He was the most intriguing character to be seen. He cared for the children, but pretended to be mean.